guys, so I'm Drishti Kurtarkar and this is my first YouTube video and I will be launching it today. I hope you'll like it. I'm sitting in Puigchémont, Paris and I hope to entertain you all. Maintenant, je suis à la Puigchémont à Paris. Let's talk something about me. I am doing my bachelor's in Paris for 3 years now and I'm just about to finish it. I am doing my internship with Pronto and for the bachelor's I did fashion, luxury and retail management. Side by side I am also working as a freelancer for personal stylist and I also take clients, so yes, if you're interested please ping me and tell me about you so that I can help you manage your wardrobes, etc, etc. Also, in my hobbies, I can say that I love seeing sunsets in park in Paris, and also I love dogs. So yes, today I'm going to be talking about how I struggled and managed to overcome the 3 years in Paris as a student, how it was for me, and what was the most difficult part. Talking about accommodation in Paris. So when you are coming here, arriving in Paris, you have to know where you want to live and you have to mark down all the details before you come and just make your prior bookings already. Do not come without booking here, because it would be way expensive if you come here and stay in a hotel and then it's difficult to get any accommodation quickly, and staying in hotel may just buy your money again and again. So it's just better that you rent a place for monthly based contract. And secondly, it's very difficult to find an accommodation in Paris, so it depends on area and what type of apartment are you looking for, or a room that you're looking for. It's your choice. So it can be furnished or unfurnished, it can be shared accommodation, and it can be a lone room or a lone apartment. It's up to you. And for the areas, the price range is usually starting from 600 euro to 700 euro. It depends, because the central Paris is usually way expensive than the rest of the Paris, and also the suburbs of the Paris is less expensive than the rest of the Paris. So just be careful. The one most important thing that I learned when I came to Paris is that I had to submit a document called OFII, which I was personally not aware of, and I submitted after 5 months. But yeah, if someone would have caught me, I would have been in a problem. So luckily I got to know that I have to submit it way before the deadline was over, but actual deadline is 3 months, and guys, you need to do it in 3 months when you arrive here. Please be careful about this. This is a validation for your visa, and if you have that, then they usually give your permit to work and travel. So this is like a mini visa for your main visa. I'm going to move forward and talk about visa renewal. So in France, visa renewal is difficult compared to another country, and if you're lucky enough, you might get visa depending on your studies for the period of how long you are going to be here. But if you don't, you have to follow some instructions and submit an application to the prefecture. That is a place where you have to submit your application in Paris, and you will need some documents. Now talking about documents, there is domicile, that is the main thing that you have to submit when you are applying for visa. The domicile is the contract, proof of living, where you are living, but it's harder enough to get when you are in Paris. Like, some people don't really get it when they are renting a place. Some owners provide it, but some owners don't. So while you are looking for the accommodation, you will also have to look whether you are getting a domicile or no. If you are submitting your domicile, there should be no problem in submitting electricity bill or gas bill or your mobile bill. it depends on what kind of document the owner can provide. Any three of them is useful in this application. Also, you will need your owner's ID, personal ID, to show them that this is a person who is accommodating me. You will need your birth certificate. It's very strange that you have to translate it in French before submitting it, but yeah, if you have your birth certificate that is not in French, you will have to translate it before you come here, because it's less expensive when you do it in your own country rather than translating it coming here. So better do that before you come, and this is the main things that you will need. Except for that, everything you need will be asked from your prefecture to you, and you can provide it sitting at home, because it's basically your 3 months bank status. That is a French, it should be a French account, because they need a proof that your transactions are through French banks, so that you are living here. They need a proof, like that. Looking for jobs in Paris. So it might sound like a fantasy that when you come to a foreign country, you would look for a job that you would work whole weekend or only for weekend, then party in your weekend, and that's it, you're going to do here, you're going to settle, etc., etc. But no, it's way harder. Getting a job in Paris is much harder for people who are outsiders, because they, I think, refer people who already know French and who are having a citizenship, or they live here for a long time, because they look for permanent people more than temporary people. So yeah, it's harder. You should know the language. You should know the post you are working for at least 2 to 3 months. For example, finding an internship here. I personally needed an internship to complete my graduation, which was a mandatory term for me. And when I was looking for an internship, they usually said that I need to have 3 to 2 years of experience in the same field to get an internship in that. So it didn't really make sense to me, because internship is all about training, right? But yeah, it's a requirement here. So finding it was very difficult. You have to know the language, or you have to have the experience in that field. That is what is mandatory. So the looking for a job is much more harder than we thought. So the main topic that I'm going to come around now is student life in Paris. So life of a student is not so cute. Life of a student is not so hard, and it is actually chilling, but it depends on what kind of college you are in. Now, some colleges in Paris have way too harder timetables than the other colleges that don't have really much of classes, and or have only 3 days of school. So it's way based on the school that you are in. You get to know many people, of course. When you are international students, you get to know another culture and many more people from different countries that are in your school, and you make friendship with them, and it's just wonderful. That part is wonderful, that you get to know all the cultures around the world, and you know many new things that you never knew about those countries when you talk to people. Also, hanging out is the main part in Paris, and going on weekends with friends and chilling and having just a glass of wine near the Eiffel or sitting near the Seine. It's just wonderful. Paris is very wonderful, like if you see in that sense. Lastly, I'm going to talk about how I feel being a student in Paris for 3 years. So from my personal experience, I feel that life in Paris is way chiller, and I love to live here, know people, know the language, know the culture. It's beautiful actually. So yes, I like to live here, but at the same time it's threatening, because there are so many, thefts, or criminals or crimes going on in Paris that make me scared sometimes to go out in Paris, and things have happened in front of me, and things that I never wanted to see. So yes, I'm scared, but yeah, people judge less. Even though you do anything you want, they don't judge, but at the same time, yeah, they're rude. I cannot deny that. People are even nicer to me sometimes, and they are very helpful. So it's like a mixed, balanced kind of place I'm living in. And except for that, I feel like home, but it's like Kamsi and Kamsa types.
One eternity later.
So guys, this is the end of my video, and I hope I helped you all with the knowledge I had experienced in Paris. And I hope to get more such videos, and I'm going to be giving a detailed video on each of the topic if you all like to, and also some of the topic that I think is important, I'm going to be posting them. Also, this is a part 1 of my YouTube life in Paris, and I'm going to be posting more 2 parts of Paris life in Paris, and I hope you'll love this. And this is my first video, and I don't know if I entertained you all much, but I hope it was useful for you, and I just hope that I keep on continuing this and improvising in every video. So thank you so much guys for listening, and please subscribe, like and share, and if possible you can follow me on my Instagram.